The SpiderMesh network can be configured to 16 different channels in order to subdivide a large network into smaller ones. To make sure that your devices can communicate with each other and with the gateway, first, we need to make sure they are all configured on the same channel before installing them in the field. In addition, all your devices are encrypted to create a global private network. This means that a sensor that does not have the encryption key corresponding to your systems will not be able to interfere with your network. All devices configured on the same channel and with the same encryption as the gateway can communicate with each other. The sensors are then said to be synchronized with the gateway. When this occurs, the power button lights on the synchronized devices flash at the same rate as the gateway's light. What happens if we introduce a second gateway configured on the same channel and with the same encryption? The devices closest to the second gateway could jump to this second network and synchronize with the new gateway. These sensors can no longer respond to the first gateway and are marked as offline. To ensure that two networks do not interfere with each other, the devices in each network are encrypted with a different encryption key. The two networks no longer speak the same language. They can no longer communicate with each other. Next, to split a network into subnetworks, you can also switch the devices to another channel. In other words, we put them in two separate rooms. They can no longer communicate with each other. In practice, all your devices are usually on the same encryption key. In that case, you simply need to separate your subnetworks by changing your device's channels. Before deploying sensors in the field, you must first verify that these sensors are communicating properly and are synchronized with the gateway. To do this, make sure to configure all devices on the same channel. Then, place them next to the gateway and turn them on. After a few minutes, the power button lights on all sensors should flash at exactly the same rate as the gateway's network light. If a device fails to synchronize with the gateway, validate that it's on the same channel as the gateway. If the channel is properly configured, then contact us to return the device, which probably does not have the correct encryption key. You can now deploy your sensors. Begin deployment from the gateway towards the outside of the network. Before installing your device, ensure that the sensor is properly synchronized with the gateway. The power button indicator light should flash at a regular pace. If the device to be installed fails to synchronize with the gateway, stop the network deployment. Go back and make changes to the deployment plan, or contact us for assistance. Be careful not to leave any battery-powered sensors on outside of the network. A sensor which is in seek mode will consume a lot of energy and drain the batteries quickly.